Liverpool Fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool Fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki Man Si. I believe Liverpool will have a tremendous summer transfer window with FSG, Arne Slot, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes at the helm. I'm going to give you 5 legitimate, logical reasons why we're going to have a fantastic transfer window. Now, some journalists and some pundits and some channels, even some fans, think we're going to have a quiet one, a key signing here or there, one out, one in kind of thing. I beg to differ, and I'm going to give you the exact reasoning why in this video, and you don't want to miss it. Before we carry on, I just want to note there's a whopping 31% of you who watch my videos week in, week out who have not yet subscribed. This is a channel with substance in abundance.
The cream of the crop!
And we make quality tactical analysis videos and more, so make sure you smash that subscribe button right now, hit the like button, and let's get the number beyond the mythical 69, because although I do like the older 69%. Oh dear, what a juicy number. We can be getting it higher, right? Let's go for 80% whatnot, and let's get to 10k sooner than later. Thank you for smashing the like. Drop a comment below of the reasons why you think we will or won't have a massively successful transfer window, and let's get on with the video. So Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah re-signed with Liverpool. Now, it's not just about money, because they would have been making an absolute wedge in terms of wage already. They would want reassurances that this Liverpool team are here to stay, top of the Premier League, hopefully win the Premier League in the next week or two. That we're going to have an era of sustained success, the shiny era, up the shiny one. And under Arne Slot's managerial reign, we are here to win trophies. We're ruthless and we are efficient. One of the main reasons is this is not yet an Arne Slot squad. This is not the perfect slot machine style football. And I'll tell you why. Slot loves the wingers to be wingers, loves the wingers to be around the outside, and they're all connected by a central 10 or deep lying forward who connects the dots, connects the strings. Now, Firmino allowed Salah and Mane to penetrate through the diagonals on the inside forward channels. However, we're going to need a player who allows the players to wrap around the outside as well, because we've created a lot of quality chances when we've had a Nunez or Gakpo or Diaz or Conor Bradley going round the outside, bring it back in. We need that 10 to play closer to the striker to allow Nunez and Jota to be the focal point of attack, because as well as we've done this season, funneling everything through Mo Salah, allowing him to play make and get on the end of the own opportunities where he's created the assist before the assist, or even the outright assist himself, because he is the metric goal king right now, as well as the top assister. We need to be less one-dimensional, especially when we come up against the biggest of teams, the PSGs, the Real Madrids, even Arsenal on occasion, where if they isolate Salah, double team, triple team Salah, they know that our attacking impetus is halted, because he does the main playmaking as well as the main goal scoring and is the main threat. If they close down our right-hand side, nullify our right-hand side, we are lopsided, and they can focus all their efforts on keeping Lucho Diaz and Gakpo on the peripheries, okay? So we need that central focal point again. Szoboszlai isn't it. He's got a usage in the right system, especially in congested midfield, to battle away, to plug away, and with acceleration to get away from the marker in offensive and defensive transitions. We're going to need a playmaker of the highest caliber, whether it comes from the 9 or the 10 position, to unlock the striking ability and potential of this team. That is the slot machine system. Slot is going to get the chance to reinvent. This is number one. He's going to get the chance to reinvent the team in his own image, because I hate to say it, but this predominantly has the blueprints of a Jurgen Klopp team. He inherited the team. He signed Federico Chiesa for pennies, only as an option as a backup right winger to Mo Salah, because Mo Salah plays every game. He played 4D chess, allowing Mo Salah to think the world of himself. Of course, he's returned with goals and assists, but he never subbed him off until the point in time when Mo Salah committed to the contract, when he's had a downturn in form, and when Van Dijk's had a downturn in form. Salah and Van Dijk rushed to sign the contract. As soon as Salah signed the contract, he's subbed off the earliest he's been this season for Wataru Man Mountain Endo, the emperor, the last emperor, the boss, the big Yakuza raiding boss, comes in, closes up shop. We always win the 3 points if we're in the lead when Wataru Endo comes on. In no small thanks to Virgil van Dijk bulleting the header into the back of net as well. But Van Dijk and Salah signed the contracts, and Salah from now on will be subbed same as every other player. Go on, you crazy slotty slot. What an evil dominatrix is our shiny Slot. He's played 4D chess, got Salah to sign, given Salah the best season ever, and now he subs Salah whenever he wants, yo. I love Slotty Slot. I love this guy. Amazing. But once again, we're not playing the total slot machine football. He did say in the press conferences as well We can't blow away teams 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. And I somewhat believe that. But when we have the next iteration of the Slot sexy machine football, we will be able to win the 2-0s, 3-0s more comfortably because we'll have the attacking caliber that he deserves. He's proven his credentials. He's won a Premier League in the first season. Touch wood, coming very, very soon as well. He deserves it. He will get it. He didn't spend much money. Mashtavili coming in to challenge Alisson Becker. Alisson Becker, clear number one. You've seen the worth of Alisson Becker in the last few weeks. Look at him in the PSG match, right? World-class keeper. You look at him in the last match, in the Aston Villa match, in the West Ham match. He kept us in on many occasions. Bless Alisson Becker. He's number one, but Mashtavili is a quality number two, and he will play on rotation and not just second-string games as well. So there's number one. Arne Slot will be backed because he deserves to be backed. He's proven his credentials. He's taken a Klopp squad, rejuvenated it. We wanted a six. He's found a six, the solution within the squad with Gravenberch as well. He's utilised every player, pulled out an extra ounce of quality out of every player. Got Lucho Diaz firing from the left. Got Gakpo contributing with the goals as well. Has a stable midfield line. Got Curtis Jones to overcome the injury doubts. The only player that you have question marks about whether they regress is potentially Jarrell Quansah. But look, maybe Queeve Kelleher as well. He had a fantastic season. He actually did okay this season, to be honest. Had that spell of good form. But yeah, he deserves to be back. That is number one. And Arne Slot is FSG's man. And they put their whole bag on his shoulders. And he's running away with it and carrying it to the top of the hill. It would do them well. A good media representation to have Arne Slot do well because it's reflected glory on themselves for their choices, okay? Similarly, let's carry on with this train of thought for now. Richard Hughes is also the man they appointed to be director of football, and he hasn't made a huge impact thus far. Everyone's saying, Richard Hughes, what's he actually doing? Is he doing anything this season? Well, we won a Premier League, so yeah, no complaints there. But now is his time to shine and show what he can do with his repertoire of contacts and networks across the country. And with Michael Edwards reinstalled as head of global football, this new infrastructure in and around Arne Slot. So Julian Ward is back, Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, FSG slightly out of the picture, but they'll sign the checkbooks. No, I actually think it would be Michael Edwards sign a checkbook on their behalf because he's global head of football. So this infrastructure has to prove that this new iteration without Jurgen Klopp can work as well, and Arne Slot and this framework behind the scenes needs to get off to a bang to sustain the success that we've already achieved this season, okay? Number one. And number two is a logical follow-on to number one in the way that there's no dominant team unless you're talking about us, because we are the dominant team. Because look at our points tally, look at our shots on goal, look at our attacking metrics, look at our goals for. We have smothered the opposition. They couldn't work us out. They couldn't work us at plan B. Now this might be because Arne Slot is new to Premier League, and the other side of the coin is he may not be familiar with Premier League, but the Premier League is definitely not familiar with how Arne Slot plays and his tendencies for a backup plan. But there's no outstanding, successful, dominant team like a Manchester City of yesteryears, including the 115 financial fair play issues. Let's talk about that another time. So this is the opportunity to cement Liverpool as the de facto dominant force in football. When you need to spend to catch up, right, there's a little bit of a doubt. Even if we spend, we may not have the good chance. But Liverpool are definitely the clear 1 or 2 or 3 favourites for next season already. So people mention strengthening from a position of strength. Even more so than that, there's no dominant team. So this is about earning the right to become bookies' favourite, number one in the odds, number one in the pecking order, strike the fear factor of Anfield and the name, the Liverpool brand, the Liverpool iconic Liverbird crest, everything into the hearts of the opposition and in worldwide recognition. This is a chance to cement yourself as the dominant force because of the fact there is no clear outstanding opposition rival. FSG will be notified of this opportunity. And now, if you're talking about strengthening from a position of strength, this is it. And not just strengthening for the sake of strengthening a strong squad. Arne Slot has the strongest hand in poker. 4 aces at the moment. Whips up a magical, bold 5th ace as well. Nice and shiny. Pika Pika. Blasting the lights out, reflecting the sun. Because earning the Premier League, winning the Premier League in your first season without a huge net spend, without a huge revamp, understanding the qualities of the squad, seeing what they will do when push comes to shove in the tough moments, when the chips are down, when you're losing by a goal or two, when there's injuries or whatever, he will know intimately the personalities, the qualities, the attributes and the behaviors of the squad, right? So he holds all the cards. What he wants will probably get achieved. And I have a feeling as well, unlike Jurgen Klopp, who stuck to a particular name like Julian Brandt, right? Or Julian Draxler, I think Arne Slot is more flexible. Also, because this is a good market, Now, sometimes the right player is not available, the right attributes, but you look at the market this season, we're going to need a top number 9, a striker of the highest caliber, right? And straight away, you are looking at Alexander Isak, Anthony Gordon, Mateus Cunha, João Pedro, Victor Gyökeres, right? Then you have a line below them, Benjamin Sesko, Hugo Ekitike, right? You have so much talent in and amongst world football at the moment who are going to be made available. Cunha has a release clause. Ekitike could be moving on because that kind of team, right, just can't hold on to that kind of talent. You have so many potential options that the second or third choice is still not a bad thing, because remember, we got Wijnaldum, we got Fabinho, we got Andy Robertson, we've got so many potential second choices away from our first choices. We've got Endo away from Romeo Lavia. They're all there. They're all there. We were after Jamal Lewis first choice, and we ended up with Andy Robertson, that kind of thing, right? And we actually traded him for Kevin Stewart, 8 million. What a deal, Michael Edwards, right? So that is point number 2. The opportunity to form a legacy, a successful, shiny era is there. And number 3, we know that we have money. We have money. We saved money from last season. We're going to get loads of money from winning the Premier League. We're in the Champions League for next season. We bid 110 million for Moise Caicedo, right? We have wages freed up. If Trent Alexander moves, we have even more wages freed up in the signing on fee that we saved in that regard as well. We have players coming through the squad that we could, utilize. We have players from the squad that we could sell. I don't want to sell them necessarily. We will do a review on them. But Ben Doak, homegrown, straight to financial fair play, doesn't need to be amortized. Same as Tyler Morton, same as Lewis Kumas, Jaden Dans, lots of potential players, right? Obviously, we want to keep some of his second string youngsters for that next conveyor belt of talent, but we have the wiggle room in financial fair play. We have the revenues, record revenues from selling stuff, from commercial deals, from sponsorship. We have big money outgoings, such as Nunes potentially coming in terms of revenue for sending him. Diogo Jota potentially, Lucho Diaz probably, big players that will earn a big wage in transfer fee and savings on wages as well. So there will be a big transfer war chest, Kitty. And I know everyone's like, we're going to retain that treasure chest for a rainy day, and it never comes. It's coming this summer. I thoroughly believe it, because Arne Slot has his chance to insert his own personification of the slot machine image at Liverpool. And we have money. I am absolutely sure we have money. Someone opening accounts should be publicly listed somewhere. Someone on Twitter likes to do those accounts as well. And in terms of positions that I think will strengthen, it has to be big money on a first choice left back, big money on a first choice number 9, a playmaker, whether it is the number 9 and a hybrid in that role as well, or an out and out number 10 that connects the dots, or a versatile midfielder in the absence of the number 10 to allow McAllister to push into that number 10 slot to be the creative force alongside Harvey Elliott. Because when you're looking at creative playmakers in our team, it's Harvey Elliott, it's Alexis McAllister, and it's Mo Salah, right? Different qualities, different attributes. Szoboszlai is a workhorse and a runner, not necessarily a creator or playmaker or even an advanced midfielder in the traditional sense as a goal threat as well. So if you get a Carlos Baleba or someone in the midfield that allows McAllister to push up, why not? It's a net positive anyway, because it's an extra body to allow us to dominate the midfield, especially if it's athletic and a dominant, multifaceted midfielder type, okay? That is number 2. Actually, no, that is number 3. Money is in the bank. We can spread out. And the right talents are available, as I said, because, look, let's make that point number 4. This is a buyer's market in terms of availability of talent and options. Where do we need strengthening? Left back. You can reel off left backs in the world of football, but even in the Premier League, Ait Nouri, former winger, adds attacking flair in the final third. Wolves will sell him. Milos Kerkez, Bournemouth will sell him. First choice instantly, huge ceiling, huge potential. Anthony Robinson in the top 10 performing players this season, the coolest penalty taker you'll ever see. American for that FSG, loving as well. Getting older in age, but he's the type that won't lose his attributes. He'll be like a Kyle Walker for the next 4 years on the left hand side. Quality all around footballer as well. Nuno Mendes at PSG, hard to obtain, classy player on a high wedge as well. With that agency, Mino Reala's agency, I think. Obviously he's passed away, but hard to get. But in and around world football, there is a plethora of talent at left back. Even Girona have a quality left back, even though Manchester City have their ownership rights with that club as well. And you could be looking further afield in Spain. Lots of quality left backs there as well. If you're looking for a right back, we may not necessarily need a right back, because if you look at options when Trent Alexander-Arnold leaves, we still got Joey G, Gomez, Maldini, Calvin Ramsey can play there. Quanza's been used there more than centrally by Arne Slot already, and that's behind Conor Bradley, who's a world-class footballer already. I already think he's world-class. You look at midfield options who are Premier League proven. Carlos Baleba, we mentioned. Douglas Luiz will be available from Juventus. Cut price fee. João Gomez at Wolves as well. He's looking good, even though he signed a new contract as well. You could be really going for and trying to pinch one of Newcastle's formidable free in Tonali, Guimaraes, or Joe Linton, but you won't get much value for money there. There's options in the midfield, in the 10 slot, where the Cunha drops back into that slot, where the João Pedro drops back into that slot, Charles de Ketelaere in that slot, Xavi Simons in that. Xavi Simons is an interesting one. He's Dutch. I don't quite think he's a finished product. You will get frustrated with him. If you want to push out the boat for Florian Wirtz, then you're talking about an era of dominance in the highest of calibers, because Real Madrid, Arsenal, Man City, and Bayern Munich are in for his name, the biggest clubs. You look at left wing talent and right wing talent, right? Away from the 10, you can even have your hybrid 10 and wingers. Eberechi Eze, Mohamed Kudus, Lucas Paqueta is so good. What's he doing in West Ham? Semenyo and Buemo, powerhouse, physicality, two-footed shots. You have so much talent. Nico Williams, obviously doing great things for Bilbao as well. Echezaria, you've got lots of youngsters. You've got Argentinian youngsters. You've got Uruguayan youngsters. You've got Brazilian youngsters, although Chelsea are mopping them up completely. And I've told you already in the strike force up front. But what I'd really want to say is I think Arne Slot will first and foremost go for footballers who are good all-around footballers, not just high-profile talents, high strengths and weaknesses. He'll go for well-rounded footballers, because that's the total football, the Dutch way of playing, the total football, the Johan Cruyff dream team way of playing. And if you want to get an Ekitike, for example, or Sesko, it's a Nunes all over again with quality attributes, but everything doesn't quite fit in the puzzle. They're a work in progress. Whether if you get a Gyökeres, you need to feed him, you need to funnel him like an Erling Haaland, but the results are there because he'll plug away. He's got every shot and he's more clinical than the Nunes. Or you keep Nunes as the third string and you have a playmaking forward like the Cunha to play closer to the Jota Nunes and unlock their attacking potential with the predatory instincts and not having them play as all complete forwards. Because at the moment, the issue with our tactics at the moment is we have Nunes and Jota and Lucho Diaz in the false 9, but not really false 9, a false 11, as complete forwards. And anyone who plays Football Manager is aware of this term, a complete forward having to do many facets of the forward game: run in the channels, drop in deep, connect the play, win the second ball, run in behind, do everything. Whereas if you have a Gyökeres, you play him as the last man and you feed him again and again, and there's no one better than Mo Salah to feed him, because he will miss chances, but he'll create chances and he'll score a lot of chances. So it depends on how Arne Slot wants to play and his vision for this football team as to what we actually do, right? So number one is Virgil van Dijk and Mo Salah will have signed on in the knowledge of the type of player or specific players that we're going to get. Number two, Arne Slot's ability to reinvent the team in his own image. Number three, the opportunity is there because there's no dominant team at the moment. Number four, the money is there available. And number five, I'm crossing over 3, 4 and 5. The right players are available. It's a buyer's market. There's loads and loads of options available there. You could even go bizarro world and off the cuff, aging with Kaoru Mitoma as a penetrative left winger. Now, if you get a Kaoru Mitoma, Anthony Gordon, they are what I call direct penetrating wingers. They don't stand a man up, jink, try to drop the shoulder. They run straight at you and they run through you, dirt ball through you. They want to get in and behind you, and we had a success against West Ham when we did that. Salah and Lucho Diaz to play the ball back. The ball's hit inside the wide centre back of a free, and off you go 50-50 contest. Can you jink? Can you outmaneuver them? Can you hustle and bustle them over? Anthony Gordon and Kaoru Mitoma will go straight linear right through you, and we could be going for that kind of thing as well in the Arne Slot system, because Pike Sal and Minte, Yakuba Minte, who's at Brighton now, right? Newcastle, over to Feyenoord with Arne Slot, back to the Premier League with Brighton now. Pike Sal, the playmaking winger, but he could be direct on occasion as well. You might even see a cheeky cursory glance at Harry Kane. Now, this will be super controversial because Harry Kane and Salah will be competing with each other for the Golden Boot and for Premier League records as well. But you think of it this way, right? If you have a team like Liverpool who have the ability, especially if a 10 comes in, to create the chances to get the striker in amongst goal, I would still back Harry Kane more than a Victor Gyökeres, even though Gyökeres is more future-proofed. to score the goal, because Harry Kane is an ultimate goal scorer in the right situation, left foot, right foot, head. He's a playmaker, secondary playmaker as well, connecting between lines. He can't press as intensely as you like. He's aging. He's not as fast, but he's so good at every finishing and finishing ability, and he will lead the line for England as well. So, you know, that's an even off-the-cuff one. Huge wages, have to pay a lot of money, but these kind of strikers last a long time as well, because he's never really relied on pace. He's an instinctual player, and he's a big name signing as well. You look at the world of football at the moment, every single team have clear targets. Man United are out of the running because they're no longer forced. They have to go the tier below the tier below the tier, because who wants to go there and ruin their own career? Manchester City rebuilding. De Bruyne is out. Who is the fundamental, consistent player in Manchester City? Yeah, Rodri's coming back from injury. Erling Haaland funnel everything through him as well. They're losing goal-scoring wingers. They don't have the creative playmakers of the former yesteryears as well. They don't have the powerhouse in behind them, but they have a fairly talented squad. But it all needs to be reinvented and come together again. Arsenal, is Mikel Arteta going to sign more centre-backs to shunt onto left-back and right-back roles? Ben White, former centre-back for Brighton, goes to right-back. Calafiore, former centre-back, goes into left-back. How many centre-backs does he want to put on the whips? How many more defenders does he need? Arne Slot will sign versatile players like Jarell Hato, play left-back and centre-back. I don't think we'll get Hincapié or Inacio. It's not the right type of profile because they play three at the back. Arne Slot is all about versatility, options, and total football. So that's the football I like. Everyone who's going to be comfortable in the ball, comfortable bringing the ball, comfortable in the tackle, comfortable in the offensive transition, comfortable in defensive transition. I'm talking very fast and talking a lot because I have a lot to say, and I don't want to make the video too long, otherwise no one will click on it. So thank you everyone for joining me on this video. Hopefully you have already subscribed and smashed the like button. I will be doing the stream this weekend on Big Up again. Big up. Everyone join me on that stream, because I do need at least 25 concurrent viewers to actually get the monetization and the functionality enabled. So shall we say 1 p.m. UK time on Saturday, I will go through my own transfer window and what I would do if I was the Asian Richard Hughes, of which I am. Data analyst hat on, data scientist hat on. I will be the Asian Richard Hughes, not the Gary Neville, Glacier out, McLarky. No one needs an Asian Gary Neville. I might do an imitation one day if you want to hear that. What's the problem with the word for Glacier? What's the problem with Man United? Glacier, Glacier. Everything is wrong with Glacier. Ineos isn't it? Oh, it's still Glacier's fault somehow. Yeah, forget Asian Gary Neville. No, I might do it if you want it. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Miyazaki Man Japan. It means the best. You guys are the best. Liverpool Fan in Japan community are the best. I don't want to go too far away from the 69 magic number subscriber count, although 80% would be nice, because 69 is a magic number. Hope you guys all enjoy some quality 69. Thank you so much. Daisuki, aishiteru, I love you. Sore ga ai desho. Sore ga ai desho means that's love, isn't it? Have a great day, everyone. Ja ne means ciao.